Okay, so don't judge me. I'm being as transparent as possible, but this is the situation. And then past that blue coat is like all of my clothes. So I don't like that. You see how that's sticking out and that drawer can't close. Something fell behind it. I'm gonna have to figure out or ask my husband to like take out that drawer to get whatever's behind it. That means it's overly stuffed. Do you see those eyeshadow palettes there? That's filled to the brim. So much so that when I pull it out, it's basically so heavy that it's skidding across the drawer below it. I want to do something different on top, and the reason why I'm doing this video is because, as you can see, I kind of started a little bit with some things I'm thinking about either donating or trash, you know, depending on how, whatever. But this is what my vanity looks like. Over there I have my, as you can see, my lipsticks. I don't like how they are just out. I wish I could fit them some way, somehow. And like, I want all of my makeup in this Alex 9 drawer. If it does not fit, then I cannot, you know, get something else. At least that's how I want to be. And then in the right drawer has my lip liners. Again, I don't like that because it should be with, you know, all the other makeup. At the bottom here, that little paisley box has all of my collector's makeup. So like my naked palettes, any like old MAC collection. So that's fine. That'll stay there. That'll actually go up top over there on top of my closet shelf. But then I have all of, I'm an addict for makeup bags. It's horrible. That's actually quite a bit of what's down there in that last drawer. I bought a purse that I haven't even opened yet, that came out, a Telfar bag that came out last year. Still haven't opened it. And then look at all of those brushes. I am using my baby's Halloween bucket thing, and it is filled with brushes that I need to clean ASAP. But anyway, let's just get into decluttering, shall we? Okay, so I keep an ongoing list of all of my concealers, foundations, and I actually think I'm going to start keeping a list of my cream products, because I really do my best, even though I don't have sensitive skin or even acne prone skin. I feel like maybe I don't know if I do or not, because I really do my best with not putting expired products on my face. To make space, I think I'm going to get rid of some travel size things. I have a bag here with all of like my samples and, again, travel size type items, and maybe they'll just go in there. They don't need to take up space here. So this is gonna start. I'm gonna get rid of my Huda concealer because this expired back in the fall of last year and I've still been using it, which is not good because that goes right under my eye. And actually that's it for concealers. I'm looking at my list right now and everything else is good through, actually through the summer at minimum. Powders, I think I'm just gonna take these two out and put them with my travel size stuff. Put that with my travel size stuff too. Maybe I'll keep the Shine Control. This is the only one that I have. I don't have a full size, so I will keep this one. You know, it would have been smart for me to like do like a dry run of this and then film, so that way I'm not editing like 80,000 hours of film. But that would be smart. That would be the smart thing to do, and I didn't do that. So this is halfway finished, and I'm pretty sure it's expired. It's a year old. I have to take a look into that. So note to self, on to the next drawer. I bought this during the fall 2022 Sephora sale. This is only good for 12 months. So I've had this for a year and a half now. It's almost empty, but the consistency of it is starting to change, and I meant to throw it out, but this is actually one of my like holy grail primers. I would get it again. This is where I am going to be the most transparent. I have a ton of foundations that I need to get rid of because they are expired, and I just haven't been honest with myself. So the first one up is the Fenty Eavesdrop. This expired like 6 months ago or something like that, and these are expired as well. I wore these a ton over the summer last year, but I went to put this on the other day, one of them, and it smelled like paint. So it is time. Both expired. I bought another one of this light reflecting foundation. I am in the color Macao. This is what makes me feel wasteful, because I was completely obsessed with my Givenchy foundation. It's probably the only foundation I have. Oh no, the Makeup Forever. Like these two. Actually, my top 3 of 23 would be these 3. And you can see they're the only foundations that you can see space in. This is beyond expired. I put it on maybe like 2 or 3 weeks ago. And again, smelled horrible. It looked horrible on me. And I had to end up like washing my face altogether because I got a little scared. So these 3 are going. Am I the only one? I did not like this foundation, and I kept it thinking I was going to use it, and you see, like, there's no spacing because I barely used it. I didn't like how this color looked on me. It's 355 Coconut, and it was super yellow. But if there's another color that you guys know of that I should try, let me know. But yeah, after this, I am not getting any more foundations for 2024. We'll see. Powder foundations. These are the MAC Studio Fix. I have NC47 and NW43, and I'm going to try to give away NW43. I used it once and it was just way too red. I think I might get NC50. I might just keep these as like collector's sake. This was like one of my first Dior purchases, and I don't want to get rid of it. And these are more like blotting powders that I should keep in my purses or something like that. The NARS light reflecting setting powder, of course, Fenty powder, and then MAC blotting powder. I'm going to keep Softly, the lighter shade. I just never went for the dark shade. And if I need a darker powder, I have my MAC Deepest Darkest, whatever it's called. I have 2 foundations that you guys are going to see pretty soon get added to this collection, and that's it. We're done. Just to make like myself feel better, I feel like these don't count as foundations. And this one is about to be done. I don't think I'm going to repurchase this, but this is almost done. Like, I use this and my Studio, hold on. I got the most use out of these as like my mommy makeup situation. So but I just don't think, like I said, it's almost done. I'm going to use it out, but I'm not sure I'll repurchase it. I don't know. Ugh. Okay. I need a place for lashes. See, this is the problem. I'm running out of space. I think I have to be more cutthroat. Like, oh man. Hold, please. Okay, so I'm getting rid of quite a few eyeshadow palettes. Enough is enough. I only have one face. I bought this palette by Juvia's Place because it had Melissa on it, like my name. I don't even know who this person is. And it was a purple leaning palette. That's the dumbest reason ever to buy something. I never used it. Never used it. So I'm going to give this away. Juvia's Place. I mean, this is when this brand launched. Like, I don't know, I guess, right? Like, it's, oh, it smells. Oh, but I would buy this again 100 times over. I'm gonna keep it. I'll buy it again and see if like the formula is the same, but this cannot stay in my collection. This is another one that I just love so much, you know, early days. I love this palette. As you can see, Rocker and Firecracker were my colors, and then I used to use these 4 here. Even Sweetheart too. Yeah, I think I just used like these 9 shades. I really love this palette. It still smells like vanilla. I don't know why some of this makeup is just so sentimental to me, but I don't think I can put it on my eyes. But Desi and Katie. So I only really used these 4 shades in the Desi and Katie collection. Sometimes this shade here, but not the colorful shades, but this is another one that I might keep for sentimental purposes. Oh my god, that's because this is this pile, but that's not going to happen with the rest of these. Okay, the Lorac Merkai. I don't need this palette. I have so many, and yeah, it's gonna go. I thought I was gonna love this palette, this transition palette by Dominique Cosmetics, more than I do. I just am not a fan of a lot of like red tone browns, and that's what this gives me. I like a more neutral brown, and if you've seen the new Makeup by Mario Neutrals palette, the more cool tone, I have it. I will be making a video tomorrow on it, but I do feel like that's gonna be like up my alley because again, I'm not a fan of the more red tone browns, and so this is gonna go. This is going to, I don't know, I think it's just so big and I just want space. Look at that, it broke. I don't know, do you give this away if like a shadow's broken? Do I just like take it out, like throw it away? I don't know, but I'll clean it and give it away. All right, here we go. I don't think I'm gonna get rid of anything. Oh my gosh. Oh, Shade and Light, my niece got this for me, and this palette will always stay. Mothership 2 Sublime, I just got this like 2 months ago, staying. Mothership 5 Bronze, staying. And 7, I freaking love this palette. Oh my gosh. And this is why, like, I can't keep the Lorac palette. I have this, and these are like the core colors that were in the Merkai palette, so I'd rather just keep this and be done with it. I'm trying to be cutthroat, like as cutthroat as possible. I have the Patrick Ta #1. I am going to get rid of it. I'm not going to get rid of it. I'm going to donate it, obviously. I definitely have a lot of family members and friends who will gladly take this makeup. But the fact that half this palette does not show up on my skin, or at least I have to work too hard, I don't like that. And again, these like red tone browns, I'm not a fan. Never really used the cream shadows. So what was really disappointing and really turned me off about this palette was this top row. Just wasn't pigmented enough for me, and I've been thinking maybe I got a bad batch, but whatever, it's gonna go. Major Dimension 2, however, I am going to keep. I've swatched this already. They show up. These are obviously more red tone crease shadows that I would use, but that's the theme of the palette, so I don't mind that. So I'm gonna keep this one. I have no intentions of getting the neutral palette. The Reeses keeping. I'm going to, oh, this is really old. Like, I got this when it came out, so I think I might throw this one out. I love this palette. I don't know if you're gonna be able to see the dents. Okay, my camera shut off because it overheated. I was saying that the Soft Glam palette, I'm gonna chuck it because I'm trying to think Marie Kondo, you know. It served its purpose. I really love this palette. It went everywhere with me, but it's time to move on to other things. So I'm not going to donate that. I'm going to chuck it because it's super old. Same with this one. I didn't use this as much. It's a purple leaning palette, but I think I didn't use it even at that time when this came out because the lack of crease shades for me. If I'm going to take a palette with me, I want to be able to take it and not bring anything else with me, preferably. Not always the case, but I think I'm going to donate this one because, as you can see, it's not as beat up as my Soft Glam. So this will get donated. I'll wash the brushes too. I think I don't know what I'm going to do with this. It's not going to stay in this drawer, that's for sure, but I might either keep it in my memory box. I'm not too sure, but it's just like now the fact that I have like 4 palettes from him, you know, I just feel like I should keep it, but I don't know. We'll see, but it ain't staying in here. Ethereal Eyes palette staying, and we have the Master Mattes and Metallic palette staying. Supreme Nudes. I still love this palette, still use this palette. It's staying. just got pretty grunge. I've been using this quite a bit. Staying. Empowered palette. Mercury retrograde. Unfiltered nudes. Keeping. Future flame. Keeping. Oh, my first like MAC palette, like my first dip into like really getting into their eyeshadows and whatnot. That has to stay. And you see this Nabla side-by-side palette I love more and is more my speed than the Lorac palette. Scott Barnes. I'm not a huge fan of this palette. Again, the red tone browns I'm not a fan of, but I paid a lot for this. And I do, in theory, like this palette, so I'm going to keep it longer. Biba, staying. My dream palette, staying. This breaks my heart, but I know I'm not keeping this. It is way too monochromatic for my taste. And there go the dogs. I like the shade, but I don't have a place to put it in another palette. I don't use it. I've held on to this way longer than I wanted to, and someone else can love on this palette. This might be the last year of this palette here. The Glam palette. I don't know. I just don't gravitate towards this one. This will stay a little bit longer, but we'll see if she's still here next year. Alrighty, let's get into it. I know I'm getting rid of this Danessa Myricks palette. I never really, you can see, oh my gosh, I can see on camera that all I did was swatch it. They were just too dark for me. I wasn't a huge fan. I think I used Cappuccino. And that was it. You know, it's all preferences, personal taste, and you can swatch this in store, but it's until like you get it home and you try using it and you're like, yeah, I just am not gravitating towards it. After 2-3 years of having it, this will go to a happy home. Memory box, Nicole Guerrero, glow kit. I actually used these. These were like glitter bombs, but yep. I made these MAC palettes. One's shimmery, one's matte. Let me know if you want a video on that. Oh, that rhymed. And this is the Sculpt and Shape Contour Bronzer Palette. I don't use this. I use the eyeshadows here, but are they terribly unique? No. Do I have other palettes that I can take with me that are just as travel friendly? Yes. So why keep a whole face palette? But I really loved the eyeshadows. I don't know why I'm over explaining myself, but I've never used these. Someone else can very much get a lot of use out of this. I'm not getting rid of any of these. Semi-sweet nines. Oh, so good. You see what I'm saying? Like, I would rather just take this with me. Instead of having that Natasha Denona palette, I'd rather just take these two. Cream products. I just got these Victoria Beckham blushes. They're staying. Bronzer. That's staying. Makeup by Mario bronzer. I keep forgetting that I have this. I'll use this more. I just got this Say Sun Glow highlighter. It's very intense. Like a very little bit goes a long way, and because of that I haven't used it. Oh no. Oh my gosh. Is that mold? I don't think it's mold. This is supposed to be good for a year, but I'm gonna check it out. We'll see. And then of course my Rare Beauty blushes, but that's staying. I don't know why I don't use this, and I'm not going to get rid of it because I should be. This is why we have to make an everyday makeup drawer. I don't like this bronzer. It's Toasted by Benefit, and I feel like this is me trying to make fetch happen because everybody else likes it. I don't like it. Oh, yay! Why didn't I think of that? Oh my gosh. That was so dumb. I don't know why I didn't think of that before. Anyway, so I am not getting rid of anything. I have space for one more blush, maybe 4 or 5 more bronzers, and I don't have space for any more highlighters. But we're just gonna go through this very quickly. here come my OGs. Another OG. If I get rid of any highlighters, it's because those highlighters are nostalgic and I'm putting them in there, but otherwise I'm not throwing any away. All-time favorite. I got this before it went viral years ago. Look at that. Super old, but this is one of my favorites. I have to go through the last 3 drawers, and I think I might go run to HomeGoods to see if they have any. I don't know, I don't really have a vision for how I want this to be. I just know that I need to clean out some things. We'll see, but let's continue through these drawers. As you can see, I still have a whole mess behind me. Spring is coming. Time changes here. My brain just knows like it's time for change. Change is happening. And I just want to change some things around. So I am going to organize my vanity, organize my makeup collection, and I'm also going to try to hit my nightstand because that also is a hot mess. So we'll see how that goes. But I did go to HomeGoods. I don't have a way of like getting up top to my purses, so I finally got a step stool. It's cute, it's purple, and it was $10. Got these Bino drawer organizers. They were all like $8, so $7.99. I got that one, and my husband was with me and he's like, but how do you know they're gonna fit? I'm like, I don't know that they're gonna fit. That's irrelevant. It's gonna be like a puzzle, kind of making this all work. So got a small, a medium, and a larger one. And this is on top of what I already have in my collection. And in the smaller one, I told my husband I wanted like a candle as like a sort of centerpiece on top of the Alex drawer, and he saw these and I thought they were so cute. These are by DW Candle. How cute is that? Are you focused? Sir. There we go. So this is Lavender Peach Soda. I didn't even smell them. Oh, that smells good. It does smell like peach. So cute. This one is Hibiscus Lemonade. I don't plan on burning them. I just want to make a little centerpiece situation. And this one is called Pear Fizz. I wanted to keep my lip liners on my vanity, so I got this little, it was like on clearance for $3. So I think I'm gonna take everything out, put it on my bed. I already put like towels down on my bed just in case anything breaks or spills, because I have white sheets and I put down white towels, mind you, but whatever. We'll be surprised together how everything goes. So let's take everything out and get organizing.